Hey everyone, I'm glad you joined me today. I'm going to be going over our latest Azure Standard Haul, and we basically like to make sure that we stock up on some of the staple items that our family uses, especially for things that we haven't grown for ourselves. It's so important to be able to be self-sufficient for yourself and not have to always have spending outside of your home if you can. But for the things that you need, it's always good to have a very solid and good place that you can turn to, because we can't always make everything as some of us would love to. So for the things that we need, we turn to Azure Standard. Join me as I show you some of our family staples for this month. So I'm gonna just go ahead and start with some of the more perishable items so that I can go and put them in the fridge. So we went ahead and got some organic chicken liver. So you guys, if you would like to save your spendings and you're still needing a protein source, sometimes buying the whole chicken can be quite expensive. So what you can do is a kind of a middle ground. If you can get yourself some liver, you'll really help to boost your health. So this one comes in a pack of 12, and it's just a very good source that we use to go ahead and top up any supplies that we might need. Now we really like to have a whole food plant-based diet predominantly, but there is very good times when your body does need some of these rich sources, and you just want to make sure that you're sourcing it so that it's organic, that hopefully the animals have been well taken care of, grass-fed preferably, and sourced from a very good whole source and company. So organic chicken livers are great. You can go ahead and saute them. You can bake it. You can put it in a soup or a stew. You can prepare it in many ways. It's quite versatile. Some people may not like the taste of liver when they first taste it, but I'm telling you, it all depends on the seasoning and how you prepare it, because it can really be quite delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the freezer so that it stays fresh. And the next item in our haul is some beautiful purple potatoes. Now these are not that common, but Azure definitely has them in stock. These are just beautiful. Now as you can see, they are a deep, wonderful, almost eggplant color purple, and many times when you look at foods, it gives you some detail and depth about the rich nutrients that it has. So these are rich in a purple pigment, an anthocyanin, which is a powerful antioxidant. And when you cut these potatoes, you'll see that it is also a beautiful bright purple as well. So you want to go ahead and stock up for yourself, your family, and your children with immune boosting items, especially now we're about to head into the fall season. Start stocking up on things that you can use to add to maybe a hearty soup or a nice potato casserole, mashed potatoes. Even you could make these into some nice slivered fries that you can even put in an air fryer or bake. You can season it up with some nice ghee. I always talk about ghee is also a nice source of fat that you can use on your food, which helps to increase the nutritional value that you're getting. We found some really good ghee that we sometimes go ahead and source actually at Costco, but Azure Standard also has some nice options as well. And ghee is clarified butter. If you all have cows, you can even make this yourself. And we're gonna start doing that ourselves in the future as well. But this has a nice kind of almost caramelized taste, and it's just really rich, and it really adds depth and flavor to your food. So go ahead and try that if you can. Moving over to the next item is some beautiful grapefruits. Now, if you're not growing your own grapefruit, Azure is a wonderful place to source them. They really taste wonderful. I remember as a child, my mom used to cut it open for us during breakfast time and just drizzle a little bit of nice honey over it. That is a wonderful snack you can use for your children, and even a nice breakfast that you can have, rich in antioxidants, helping to boost that immune system, especially for the colder months that are coming ahead of us. So go ahead and take advantage of it while it's still in season. Moving onwards, for those moms out there that would like to have items available for their children, sometimes I'll go ahead and get something that is already kind of made up and easy to grab. My children like this one. This one is made from Khorasan wheat. And the trade name for that type of wheat, which is actually a wonderful ancient wheat, is Camus. That's the trade name, and means that usually it cannot be hybridized, it's non-GMO, hasn't been sprayed, and organic. But the general term for this type of wheat is the Khorasan. And this doesn't have any added sugar, you all. Please, as a pediatrician, let me tell you, avoid the foods that have added sugar to it, especially those easy to grab cereals. If you are going to have some type of packaged or processed food, make it so that the ingredients are single ingredients and you know exactly what's in it. This one only has whole grain Khorasan wheat, nothing else. And you also want to pay attention to your sodium levels, because that can, of course, increase blood pressure levels even in children. And watch out for any additives, colors, preservatives that do not belong there. They are just there for shelf life, and others are added to increase the liking of the item and increase the palate wanting for these processed foods that are out there. But if you can find a nice whole single sourced very simple ingredient item, that is best if you are going to get something packaged. In general, we don't get packaged foods, but if we do, we make sure that it doesn't have a lot of ingredients and we know exactly what's in it. So this can be a quick snack. Sometimes they'll put this over yogurt or just have it with some nice milk, and that can be a quick protein for you and your family. Next up, if you are not sourcing your own raw milk, and as seasons change, you're not able to grab it, we like to go ahead and get this yogurt. It's A2, and it is very similar to the raw milk that we normally have. And you know, as seasons change, sometimes we don't remember that animals need rest too, and fruits and veggies don't always grow all the time. But in our society, we're often so used to having everything that we need, whether it's the season for it or not. And that's not how the natural cycle of life goes. That's not how the Creator made it. So it just reminded me as I was looking at this that if you can't source certain things on your own farm or your own homestead, then it's nice to have certain items such as this that you can go ahead and grab if your animal is resting or they are ready to bear their calves, or just a multitude of reasons. We normally make our own yogurt, but when we don't, this is the one we grab. And again, look at that nutrition panel. Make sure it doesn't have a lot of sodium in it and sugars added. This one doesn't. It's just got their milk And then of course it's fermented so that you can get that yogurt, so it has that good rich probiotic that you need for your gut, which is very central to our health, you guys. Your gut is very important. Your food is your medicine, so make sure that you're filling yourself with items that will improve your health. Next up, this is one of my favorite almond butters. It's very minimally processed, and it still has the little pieces in it, as you can see, and it's a very nice protein rich source and a good fat source as well that you can use in snacks and multiple things, especially for your children that might like to have it maybe with some apples or with ants on a log, their celery sticks. I also got this little bottle of lemon juice. Sometimes it's good to go ahead and add a little bit of a snap of some lemon juice or grapefruit juice to your water, just to give it a little flavor and also to give it a little digestive boost. So this one is good to have, and you just put a little bit in the water, especially in the mornings. Some people will even do apple cider vinegar in the mornings as an additional boost for digestive health and to just get their molecules flowing. So that one is also good, and it comes in a larger pack. I just got the single one this time. Moving on for some more produce, if you're not growing it yourself, these are nice wild blueberries. Now, wild blueberries are more nutrition packed than those large blueberries that we oftentimes see in the supermarkets. These are rich in phytonutrients, and these are actually one of the items on the top list for your most antioxidant rich fruit. So these are wonderful over oatmeal or over yogurt, even just as is. Very nice, not too sweet, just right. Then next to it we have some organic mangoes. These are wonderful if you want to make smoothies, again over yogurt or over your cereal, oatmeal. You can even use it in some pastry items as well if you like. Sometimes we get the huge package of this, which is about 30 pounds. This time, sometimes I get the single ones that are 5 pounds each if there's maybe not a lot of space in the fridge, if I have other items. So that's what I did this time to save space. And we got a few of those. Next, you always want to have some good items that take a while to degrade. They are very light on the perishable state. Raisins are one of those. Nuts are also one of those. So raisins are very easy to keep. It doesn't degrade fast, and it's such an easy one that you can grab and add to snacks. We like to make our own granola, so we'll add this to what I'm going to show you next. We'll get some nice fresh walnuts, or sometimes we'll get other types of nuts, and we'll just go ahead and add it together and mix it up in a large container that we keep, and then you just scoop it out as you need for some nice quick snacks for the children. Walnuts are also on the list of very healthy nuts, one of the healthiest nuts that you can have. Next, we have another wonderful produce item. These are Japanese sweet potatoes. They're also one of those that are high in nutritional value. These are some of my favorite. They really have a nice sweet taste when they are air fried. They just taste wonderful. And one tip that I would give you all is that when you get the produce from Azure, make sure that you take it out the box, because as you can see, it kind of has some moisture to it from the trip on the truck, because it was amongst all the other cold items. So you want to take this out and separate it out, let it air out so that they won't mold, because that wouldn't be good. But don't despair. If ever it did, you can just put it in your garden and grow yourself some produce. We have done that many times, and we actually have a harvest coming up of some wonderful sweet potatoes of different types. And next, I just wanted to show you one more item. Azure has lots of items, as you can see, to choose from, including those that you can use for your livestock. Again, with the fall season coming and the colder weather coming in, it's good to have something to boost. If you have chickens or you have turkeys or poultry, they really like to have some nutritional boost so that they can maintain good metabolism when the cold weather sets in, and it can also help to increase their egg laying capability. And again, everything has its season, so even the chickens and your turkeys and ducks, if you have those, need a season of rest too, and a time of recuperation. So sunflower seeds, these are black oil in the shell. Sunflower seeds are a great nutritional boost that you can give your poultry so that they are nice and ready and healthy for the colder seasons to come. So if you have any questions on any of the items, go ahead and leave a comment below and let me know. I really enjoy sharing items that myself and my family use, and I just love sharing the information with you all so that you all can also be healthy and live even greater lives. I hope to see you again soon.